Wait!
Sorry I'm late.
It's okay, Lieutenant.
We are gathered here on this beautiful day.
Smarty, do not eat all the refreshments.
My favorite part about weddings is the free food.
The ring, please.
Wait a second. Oops.
Mr. and Mrs. Frederick Reynolds.
Son, I am very proud of you.
I am so happy for you.
Your mother and I will miss you, but it was a beautiful wedding.
If your mother were here to see this, I am sure she would be pleased. Thank you, Dad. Here are some people I would like you to meet. This is Lieutenant Hank Corliss.
Nice to meet you. And this is Smarty.
Hi. I have so much catching up to do. Let's see, if I were to catch up with what's been going on, it would take us about a week.
Let's try that another time. This is Justin Holank and Jerry Wertin.
Pleased to meet. May God bless you. I am the father of the groom. I'm Sally's father. Good to meet you.
Hello? Anyone home?
Just a moment. What can I do for you?
I visit in Lego City often, and I thought I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ralph McCaster.
I'm afraid I have not met you before.
Maybe you remember me from being on our TV show with our friends Johnny Gage and Roy DeSoto, the Lego Emergency.
What's your name, sir? Ralph McCaster.
Oh, yes.
If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Thank you very much.
Daddy, can you tell me the story about when you were in the Army?
Hey, let me see if I can find my uniform. What can I use as a pretend gun? Ah, this cup will do. There I was at my first solar mission, and unknowingly someone was trying to attack my base.
What did you do?
Keep listening. I found out he was coming and remembered the jewels.
What did you do?
He went to prison. Now I can tell you how I got started in the Revolutionary War.
Name, please.
My name is Frederick.
Thank you. Are you a farmer?
I was, but I had to leave because our land was not producing enough food.
I hope all goes well for you.
Come on. Stop holding up the line.
That would be Scott. Scott and I joked with each other since the day we met. We had to work up in ranks during the war. One day, I remember all too clearly and sadly, my friend suffered instead of me. Look out! It was too late. The days passed on. I never forgot the sacrifice of my friend, Scott. There's an enemy over there, Captain. Captain, I see another enemy and he's armed. Look out! Do you think we will ever make it out of here alive?
Let's find out. Attack. Now.
Look out for the tomahawk, Captain. So went the days in the army. Let's go to the restaurant as a family.
Okay.
I'll be with you in just a moment. Right this way. What would you like to drink?
I would like coffee.
And for you, ma'am?
I would like water.
I want grape soda in a glass.
Just give him water in a child's cup.
Okay, I'll be back. Water in a child's cup.
Here.
Who is the water for? Coffee.
Here.
The story, Daddy.
Okay. Well, after the death of Scott I became bitter. I kept it all inside, which wound up hurting me. I was on a mission by myself and I hid in some brush and did not know that an enemy was very near to my location. When I noticed him, it was a scary moment. I reached for my sword but couldn't find it. Nearer and nearer he came. I finally spotted it, but it was too far away to reach. My foot was caught in his vine. I couldn't get loose. Suddenly, a person from my regiment appears and fires his rifle near my enemy's feet. The enemy ran away.
Hello, just call me Lieutenant.
Instead of being grateful, I did not thank the lieutenant. When I was younger, I was not the person I am now. Even now, I'm not perfect, but that day I really did not appreciate being rescued. The lieutenant and I had to work together, and I did not want any friend. But that changed one day. When we were at camp, I decided to go foil the enemy's plans. I did not want anyone else, especially Lieutenant, tagging along with me. I tricked the lieutenant into staying at camp.
Shall I come along?
No, stay here.
But you will need help.
Why don't you hold the bag? So if I get wounded, then you can bandage me up as soon as it happens and I can keep fighting.
Okay.
Goodbye then. Stay here.
If I'm here, and he's there, the bag's here, he's there, I really do not think Frederick understands quite what he said. I better go help.
I hid by the enemy's ammunition shack and listened to their plans. Everything went well until I accidentally gasped.
Did you hear that? Wait a second. There's someone right there. Don't try resisting us. You are outnumbered. Now step into the shack, and we will take care of the rest.
Wait. I can explain if I can have a chance.
Securing the door.
They started lighting the building on fire, and there were flammable materials inside.
I'm going to sneak up on these two men. Stick your hands up.
Our general presented us with the ceremony of bravery.
For showing such bravery and displaying courage, I present you with these titles. For you, Lieutenant, when people see you, they should recognize you as a man of courage.
Thank you, sir.
Frederick, you displayed bravery by not being afraid to capture two very dangerous enemies.
To admit it, sir, I really was afraid. I probably wouldn't have done it, but I knew someone should do it.
Well, you did it. Our two most cruel enemies are now shackled at camp. I present you, Frederick, with the award of being promoted to colonel because of your bravery.
Thank you, sir.
Here are two very brave men to be remembered on this day in history. I present to you Colonel Frederick and Lieutenant Hank Wallace.
That was a nice day.
Daddy, did you ever make it up with Lieutenant Hank?
Yes, son. After many years, our friends Justin and Joey, as well as others, taught me some very important things. To this day, Lieutenant Hank Wallace and I are very good friends.
What a story. Oops, I forgot to put your order in. Your story intrigued me so much I just couldn't stop listening. I'll be back with the menus.
It's 7:30. I don't think we can wait much more, son. Would you mind very much if we went home later today and ate a quick meal?
No, Daddy. I wouldn't mind. I guess.
But before we go home, we have one more stop. Would you like to go to the old battlefields your dad was on?
Yes. I would really like that.
Good night, son.
Good night, Daddy.
Is there anything you need before I go downstairs?
Can you tell me a bedtime story?
What story do you want to hear?
The story about when you were in the army?
Oh dear, not again. Son, I think we've heard enough stories for one day. Come to think of it, possibly weeks.
I'm so excited from hearing that story I will not be able to sleep for weeks.
How is he?
He's doing well. He was saying something about being so excited he couldn't sleep for weeks because of my story.
Oh no.
Don't worry, he's probably fast asleep.
I am so excited.
Frederick, please don't ever tell him that story again.